Is Gaga a character? Meaning, I'm asking because Elton John is like a doting dad of babies and seems to like gardening and riding around on a nice boat. Like, is it a construction for you to be able to perform?
Well, you know that I'm not like the Countess because you know me in real life, you know? But I guess the thing is that what I am as Gaga really is, at this moment, what other people think Gaga is. It's not necessarily what I am entirely, because even if I feel like Gaga, you know, meaning this stronger individual person of myself that I discovered being young in New York, loving music, meeting with young artists, working with musicians, with writers, studying this scene and being involved in the lifestyle. I started to call myself Gaga after people called me Gaga, and it was the sort of nickname that I had for me at my best.
But it's a bit of a creation, though, on some level.
It is a bit of a creation, but I think actually at this point now, it's other people that have created, through what I have made, their perception of what Gaga is as a separate entity from me.
But being an actor is obviously being you.
Yes, I'm not Gaga when I'm when I'm playing a role.
Right. So I am less and less interested in pretending to be other people. Right. The older I get, I am much more interested in being who I am. But when I was younger...
So what does that mean for you as an actress?
Well, you talked about studying and that, like, okay, when we just sat down, we made a joke about Robert Durst, and you said that you had studied his wife.
And
him.
Both of them, yeah.
For the Countess.
Yes.
Now, how much of that process do you talk about? Do you include other people in? How much of it is just your process?
So what I would say is what I am at any given moment is some sort of amalgamation of myself, Stephanie, the young Italian-American girl from New York that's an actress and a songwriter and a rebel. And another part of me is what I'm creatively interested in at the time with music, and how that culture and lifestyle and the art that arose out of that is influencing me as I'm sort of reading it and writing music. And then if I'm playing a character at the same time as that, I also am that as well. So I live a lifestyle of sort of endless, relentless love for making my work. And that, in every way, informs me as a person all the time. So it's a quite difficult thing for me to answer, because I am entirely Stephanie, and I'm entirely Gaga, but I'm also was entirely the Countess when I
But you did research.
Yeah, I did research, and the research that I did was all the time, every day. I would watch Robert Durst in The Jinx and his wife, Deborah Durst, and I would sort of, study the sort of practical nature in which he was devious and evil. It's like, well, I wrote it in block letters, because the block letters, if they're just block letters, nobody can tell what they are, and he just has this extremely practical way of explaining how he's going to conceal the fact that he's, dumped a body in a river and kept it in his house and cut up his best friend. It's so kind of practical. So I let that inform me as the Countess, because I naturally, if I was going to take a guy home and fuck him and then eat him, I wouldn't know exactly, how to do
which order?
That. Well, I know which order I might have to do it in. Well, for the Countess, though, that order is debatable, right? Because she's sort of into that, like, necro romance as well. But during that time, I became a lot more wild and crazy and matter of fact about things, and my who I am as an artist and person changed.